Astro Squirrel at the Beach edition for the total solar eclipse tomorrow. Just wanted to give you a quick update of what's going on in the planets and share my glorious view with you. The moon's now in Gemini, shortly about to move into Cancer, so we've got the complete total solar eclipse tomorrow at 10 degrees Cancer at about 12:15 p.m. Pacific time. Eclipses, this is the time you should have your chart in front of you and know where 10 degrees Cancer falls in your chart, so you can have an idea of where to look for the eclipse energy to, I'm saying check in with you, but there's nothing small about eclipse energy to bang into your life, especially coupled with the fact that Mercury is now in Leo at 3 degrees. And any moment now, Mars is about to join Mercury in Leo. Mars is at the last degree of Cancer. Mars energy does not like to feel fettered by the sun of Cancer, where everything that's being worked up inside emotionally is about to explode into the exterior. So I don't have a tripod with me. Forgive me, I'm holding this by hand here, and my arm was getting tired. So I just want to give you an update of what's going on. Venus is at 27 degrees Gemini. In a few days, Venus will be into Cancer. Part of what's going on are these various planets, in the scheme of things, have been connecting in various angles to Chiron in the beginning of Aries. So your old wounds and stories keep coming up again and again and again for you to look at, so you can release different layers of them. And ultimately, we're working toward the culmination of these planets in Capricorn being activated. Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter is going to be joining in the not too distant future. These eclipse points these months are pretty much the grand indication of what we're all working toward between now and the end of January 2020. So if you felt like something really big's in the air and shit's about to hit the fan, you're probably right. And it just depends at what level and from what angle in your life. And are you going to be taking responsibility for being an anchor? Or are you going to be hit by a big wave and forced to make the change that you've been thinking about, yet you know you've been thinking about? Uranus is at 5 degrees Taurus. I mentioned Saturn. Jupiter is retrograde. It's at 16 Sagittarius. Jupiter is still squaring Neptune, but at the same time, Saturn is sextiling Neptune. So the answer continues to be found in your Neptune spirit God, your deeper self, your higher self, whoever you go to. Me, I go to the ocean. So I'm not in my own surroundings if I seem a little bit constricted. But my heart is singing, and I am absolutely thrilled to be at the ocean. Chiron's moving right along in Aries. It's at 5 degrees. So what's going on is Mercury at 3 Leo is shortly going to be sextiling Chiron. So again, your old stories and wounds are coming up again. This time not necessarily for a second in the same old hurt way, but perhaps for a way for you to benefit from the stories and to integrate these stories into your life in the best possible way. I'm sort of skidding around this, and I'm going to upload and release this anyway, just because There might be one or two bits that you get from it, but I'm going to do something with a little more focus probably later today or tomorrow. Bottom line, if you're listening, new moons are a time to be clear about your goals for the next cycle. Lately, in general, things have seemed a little topsy-turvy, where a lot of new moons have felt like full moons, and full moons have felt like new moons. This new moon is our biggest chance to be as positive, focused as we can be in clarifying our goals for the next while, particularly between now and January 2020. Be as clear as you can with yourself, write it down on paper. Because once the partial lunar eclipse comes in a couple weeks, it may not be as easy to have the clarity that's available to you right now. So take advantage of this time, excuse me, to get as clear as you can on what your next steps are and about how to move forward in the best possible way in your life, because everything's changing. So outwardly, inwardly, life as you know it, things are not going to look the same in a short while. PlanetEarthAstrology.com if you'd like more in-depth consultation about your personal chart, free information, free chart resources on astro.com. Thank you for spending the time with me. I'm going to take a walk to the beach in a little while. I hope you have an amazing day, and please get clear on your new moon goals. This is no normal new moon. Bye for now.